Hey guys, I am happy right now. Absolutely lividly happy. Um, I managed to get my grubby little hands on a Magic starter set that at my local hobby store it's sold out. They got like 20 of them in, which is 4 sets of packs of 5. They all went. Even when they started to go above the recommended retail price, people were still sniping them because of the 2 champions that are in this starter set. Now, granted, there are different variants of these champions, i.e., there's like this champion, so and so. Like, there's different versions of Liliana, things of that nature, where there's different sub variants of these 2 champions. Now, I am a huge fan of the game when it first came out on the PlayStation 1. Little hint for you. And I'm a huge fan. I would love to see a proper PC HD remake if there hasn't been one already. I haven't seen it or anything about it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to stop flapping my gums and I'm going to show it to you. Wow, there it is, guys. It is the Final Fantasy starter set with both Sephiroth and Cloud as champions. Now, again, this is completely sealed. I haven't opened it. And here's the whole thing of, should I open it or should I keep it sealed? And I'm actually going to open it because I'm a firm believer in Magic the Gathering. I'm a firm believer in cards are meant to be played, not just collected. And yes, I do get it. There are some people out there who are collectors. Well, this is somewhat still viable. You can still somewhat find these. Granted, I'm not finding them at the prices that I purchased this at, and I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it, but let me predict this. It was under £20. I'm seeing these starter sets, decks. Oh, wow. Even the starter box sets are starting to go for £60 plus on Facebook Market Up and other places like that. Now, you get yourself a little starter kit play guide, and you get yourself 2 deck boxes, one Cloud themed, one Sephiroth themed. I am an absolute huge fan of Sephiroth. I think that he was such an underrated character, with such a colourful background that they could have done more with it. And yes, I did when I did have a modded PlayStation 1 that allowed me to use Game Genie cheats and stuff. And so yes, I did have the cheat where you started off with Sephiroth in your party and da 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 da. And we do get ourselves arena codes. I'm not going to show you the code, but we do get arena codes for both starter decks. That is awesome. Yes, for both starter decks. That is amazing. This will allow me to have all the cards in those put onto my Magic the Gathering Arena account, which I do have. Right, so we're going to take a look at Cloud Planet's champion first. Legendary creature, human soldier, mercenary. Interesting. Three colorless, a red and a white. During your turn. As long as Cloud is equipped, has double strike and indestructible. This creature deals both first strike and regular combat damage. Damage effects that say destroy don't destroy this creature. Okay. Equipped abilities you activate that target Cloud cost 2 less to activate. No. I think I just found an infinite loop with Cloud and a piece of equipment from Kamigawa. I'm going to investigate that more. And, In fact, I've got to look it up. I've got to look it up now. Come on. It would actually work. Cloud with Umatawa's Jeet. Okay. Deals combat damage twice. So you put 4 counters on him. You remove 1 counter to pump him. +2/+2. Oh, Jeet's just going to shoot up in price. Oh my god. And he's a legendary creature which you can turn him into a champion for a commander deck, which obviously people are doing. And of course you also get other characters in the the starter decks. But let's take a look at Sephiroth now. Sephiroth. Planet's Air. 4 colorless. 1 blue, 1 black, legendary creature, human avatar. Ooh. Avatar. Oh. Vigilance. When Sephiroth enters, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 to the end of the turn. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Sephiroth. If that don't scream, fuck your bunnies and pump me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to have to figure out how to put blue into my vampire or my zombie decks to really abuse that ability. Oh. Alright, so let's take a look at what's in. I'm going to move this down. Let's take a look at what is in Cloud's starter deck. Again, this is the starter deck. There's going to obviously be so much better cards out there. It's going to use the booster, which is why that's why there's booster packs. I do not buy collector booster packs because the only people who buy collector booster packs are people who have collector money. I do not have collector money. Right, so we're going to take a look at the rares first. Rosna, Resolute White Mage, legendary creature, human noble cleric. Let me hit an overhead so we can get a little bit more light on this situation. There we go. Reach, she can block creatures with flying. She's a 2/3 for 4. At the beginning of your combat, combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains lifelink to the end of the turn. Oh. Nice combo there. Beatrix, Royal Guard, legendary creature, human soldier. She's a 4/4 for 6. Pretty expensive, not gonna lie. There's so much better soldiers out there. Steel Shaper is one of them. There's so many good soldiers out there, even from Mirrodin and Dark Steel and whatnot, that would make this deck just pop. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you may attach any number of equipment you control to target creature you control. Oh, so interesting. So this deck is going to be solely based around equipment. Alright, so we've now got Lightning Security Sergeant. She is a 2/3 for 3 with Menace. Whenever Lightning deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card as long as you control Lightning. Okay, alright. Judgment Bolt. It's an instant for 4. Judgment Bolt deals 5 damage to target creature where X, and X damage to the creature's controller where X is the number of equipment you control. I was going to say, why would you pay 4 for that when there's other cards that do that better? Okay. Ultima Weapon costs 7. Whenever equipped creature attacks, destroy that target creature and equipment and opponent and target creature and opponent controls. Equipped creature that's +7/+7. And it costs 7 to equip. Oh, the whole 7/7 lucky sevens glitch. Okay. Albert Steiner is a 2/1 for 2 life link. He gets +1/+1 for each equipment you control. Okay. Cloudbound Moogle is costs 5 for a 2/3 flying. When he enters, put a 1/1 on target creature. Oh, and he's got plane cycling. Okay, so you want to use that more for the plane cycling. There's 2 of those. Kurel, 2/2 for 2. Cat Beast, play 2, tap, target non-enchantment. Okay, to tap. Okay, to target non. There's 2 of those there as well. Dwarven Castle Guard. He's a 2/1 for 2. When he dies, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Okay, so basically, oh, there's 4 there for that. So he's basically your main defense guys. Fate of the Sun Chrysalis. Yeah. Costs 5. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a tapped creature. Destroy target non-land permanent. Okay, there's 2 of those there. Slash of Light. Costs 2. It's an instant. Slash of Light deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of equipment you control to target creature. Okay. Alright. That's going to be good for an offensive white spell, especially for a soldier deck. White. Okay, so this is an artifact. White Acrolite costs 4. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield, and it has tapped to add 1 white. Okay, so that's cool. So it's removal and mana generation. Instant. White Mage's Staff costs 2. Job select. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token and attach it to it. Okay. Creature gets +1/+1, and whenever this creature attacks, you gain 1 life, and it's a cleric in addition to other types, and normally it has an equipped cost of 3. Only 1 of those, though. That's interesting. Crystal's Chosen costs 7. Jesus. Create 4 1/1 colorless hero creature tokens and put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So basically, you create 4 2/2s, and then you can put 1/1 counters on other creatures you control. Dragon Lance costs 2. Job select, so it creates a token and attaches it to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and is a knight in addition to other creature types during your turn. Equipped creature has flying. Galeblog, okay, and it costs 4 to equip. Garatia, 3/5 for 5. Legendary creature Cat Archer, reach. Lean Eye, whenever 1 or more other creature and or its artifacts you control die, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Interesting. Item Shopkeep, she's a 2/2 for 2. Whenever you attack, target attacking equipped creature gains menace until the end of the turn. Okay, so those are good. So if you want to destroy it, like purposely, I'm seeing a good synergy here for these. However, I'm seeing one creature in particular that's going to say F you to all of that, and that is Sephiroth, because when he hits the battlefield, everyone just gets negative counters, so they all die, so he gains more powerful. And Warrior Sword, artifact equipment for 4, creates a token. Equipped creature gets +3/+2 and is a warrior in addition to other types, and it costs 5 to equip. There's 2 of those there. Oop, I just dropped one. Then we got Suplex or Suplex. Costs 2. Choose 1 effect. Suplex deals 3 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead, or exile target artifact. Okay. Wow. Exile an artifact for 2. That's... Okay, so we've got legendary creature Rat Knight for 1. Flump during your turn. Frida Credicent has flying. Okay. Tap, add 1 red mana. Paying this mana only to cast equipment spells or activate equipment abilities. Interesting. There's only 1 of her, though. Samurai Kitana costs 3. Creates a token. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, trample, haste, and is a samurai in addition to its other types. Now, I can see people taking that card, this card, and using it in samurai decks, old school Kamigawa samurai decks. I'm surprised we didn't see an artifact like that in the old school Kamigawas. Oh, cool. There's Barrett Wallace, legendary creature, human rebel, 4/4 for 4 with reach. Whenever Barrett Wallace attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of equipped creatures you control to defending player. Ah, direct damage attack. Nice. There's only one of him, and he is legendary, so that's interesting. I'm glad they had Barrett, but I want to see Lulu. Please add Lulu. Okay, here's some lands now. They come into play tapped that are dual colour. Okay. Oh, nice full-size land arts. Oh, these are nice. I can't wait to see what the swamps look like. Oh, these are very nicely done. Yep. And then there should be some tokens. Yeah, so there's some tokens in the back. Oh, wow. That is interesting. It's an interesting deck. It really is. It is an interesting deck. I can see a lot of synergy there. If you can build up, you need mana ramp in order to get this deck to work. There's plenty of removal, ish. There's plenty of direct damage with Barrett and a few other things. But I would really like to see some mana ramp in there. And no, paying 4 to generate 1 mana is not mana ramp. No matter how you work that mathematics, it's not mana ramp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cloud deck in the cloud lib in the box. And 1, 2, like so. I'm going to fold it up. And we're going to fold that up. And there we go. He's in there. Boom. Just like that. Now let's take a look at the Sephiroth library. Now we already know what Sephiroth actually does. Gonna flip that over real quick. Now let's take a look at what's in here. Yeah, I'm surprised that they're just sticking with Final Fantasy VII. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised that they haven't added other characters from the other Final Fantasies. They probably have. Again, I don't know this because this is the first time I'm actually looking at what's in the sets. Unisima, Temporal Threat. She costs 6. Legendary creature, human warlock. Until when she enters, tap all creatures your opponent controls. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, interesting. Sigma Flux. They are legendary creature spirit avatar. They're 5/5 for 5. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on the creature. Okay. Deadly Embrace. Sorcery for 5. Destroy target creature and opponent controls. Then draw a card for each creature that died this turn. So you're going to draw 1 card minimum. Zendel Dark Mage. 3/3 for 4. 2 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black. Legendary creature, human wizard, menace. Xande gets +1/+1 for each non-creature, non-land card in your graveyard. Okay, cool. So he's a pumper from the grave. Nice. Magic Scythe. Costs 4. A test of your reflexes. When this equipment enters, you may attach it to target creature you control. If you do, that creature gains first strike until the end of the turn, and must be blocked this turn if able. An equipped creature gets +2/+1 and costs 2. I don't see the cost value there. I really don't. Shagon, 1/3 for 2. Creature Merfolk Warrior. Whenever it casts a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a 1/1 counter on this creature, and it can't be blocked this turn. Okay, nice. Lil Myung Pexi, 2/1 for 2. Flying. Whenever this creature attacks, you may survey 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your graveyard. There should be, yeah, I was going to say there's 3 of those there. Okay, retrieve the Esper. Costs 4. It's a creature. Sorcery, sorry. Create a 3/3 blue robot warrior artifact creature token. Then if this spell was cast from the graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters on that token. Flashback for 6. Oof. Oof. And there's 2 of those. Dreams of Laguna costs 2. Survey 1, then draw a card. Flashback for 3. Rem's Sketching costs 4. Target, create a token that's a copy of target artifact, creature, or land. So it's basically old school clone. Undercity Dire Rat costs 2 for a 2/2. Rat Tail. When this creature dies, create a treasure token. Okay, cool. So there's some mana ramp for you. Shinna Reinforcements costs 3 for a 2/3 human soldier. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards, you gain 3 life. Okay, so definitely grave synergy there. Sephiroth's Intervention costs 4. Destroy target creature, you gain 2 life. Oh, nice. So there's actual full creature removal there. Shambling Shakir creature. Mutant Horror costs 3 for a 3/3. This creature enters tapped. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay 1 black. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh, so there's lots of recycling there. Albihard Scavengers. 2/3 for 3. Creature Human Artifact Warrior. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Okay, alright. Oh, overkill. Target creature gets 0 plus -0 negative 9999 to the end of the turn. Jesus. So that's pretty much a instant kill. Nice one. Evil Reawakened costs 5. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. Okay. Interesting. So there's lots of graveyard Sift synergy. And there's the tap lands. Interesting. There's the blues. The blues are very pretty. They're nice. One second. Oh, now we're talking. Oh, yes. Oh, the black manas are beautiful. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And there's some treasure tokens. Oh, I can see that the Sephiroth deck will need a little bit of tweaking. Not gonna lie. Sephiroth deck will need a little bit of tweaking. But you could make it work. It's nowhere near a commander deck ready. But you could easily make it commander deck ready. So what I might do in the next couple of days is go through my blues, go through my blacks, and put together a commander deck and incorporate Sephiroth into it, because why the hell not? And yeah, and I'll even do the same. In fact, I have a commander deck that's red and white. I can tweak it and put Cloud into it. And so there's Sephiroth, he's in there. Cloud is in there. I'm not even kidding you. Let me go get it real quick. Here it is. This is the... And this one is ironically, again, it's based around knights, but I'm basing it around Andrinia, Captain of the Guard. She's a 4/4 for 5. Melee, whenever this creature attacks, it's +1/+1 each turn for each opponent. For each opponent you attacked in this combat. Other creatures you control have melee, which means when they get blocked, they get more powerful. I don't think there's much in the way of equipment in this. I don't think I added equipment. I added a lot of enchantments. There you go. There's Commander of the Storm and a few others in there. Oh yeah, I also added Sandblast to get rid of dragons and whatnot. Soul's Grace. You may gain life equal to target creature's power. Things of that nature. I can tweak this and make this work. Goblin Pig. Like I said, I can remove some of the goblins and make this work. Hero of the Next Born. Yep. I can take him out. Yeah, and take out the basic lands and add in some of the dual lands. I can easily make a Sephiroth commander deck with using this as the base remnants of it. So yeah, guys, I paid £15 and change for this. I honestly didn't think I was going to get it. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought I was gonna lose out on it because I thought it was too good to be true. Like deal wise, I was like, this is too good to be true. This is definitely like a scam kind of thing. But no, I got them, and here they are, and they're not fake cards or anything like that. I checked the seals on them. They're original Wizards of the Coast WotC seals. So these are actual Wizards of the Coast starter decks, and I got them for literally less than £20, which is absolutely unheard of. Honestly, I should have bought more and sold a few and made a bit of a profit, but again, that's not why I play Magic the Gathering. I play Magic to enjoy and have fun. I have a Sephiroth. I am happy with that. Yes, I know there is a different Sephiroth for the Commander's deck, as well as there's a different Cloud for the Commander's deck. I believe there is, but still, it doesn't matter, guys. Let me roll this back up. Bloop. Hi. It doesn't matter, guys, because at the end of the day, the reason why I do and collect Magic is because I enjoy playing. These will be two really cool decks to play with when I've got friends that come over, and yes, I do have friends, and so like I said, guys, I collect card Magic. I don't just do the online digital stuff. In fact, you know, there's a Blue Peter moment for you. You know, here's, you know, literally I've got old school cards, Darkmoor Sorceress, freaking Corona, there's Phage for crying out loud. You know, I'm old school collector. I like my cards. I like making oddball decks. I like making libraries that make my opponent think. Like, what is he going to do next? What's going on next? It's what I do, guys. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know this. I wasn't even expecting these to come today. Honestly, I wasn't even expecting them to come at all. But I got a notification on my dog and bone telling me that my shipments, you know, my tracking it's going to be here today by between 1:30 and 4:30. I was like, yeah, right. It's going to be a brick or something. And no, it came. Here they are. So all I can say, guys, is just good luck in finding yours. I found mine. I'm going to contact the seller, let them know that I got the product. It came safe, it came sound, it's amazing. If they have any more, can I work out a deal? Buy some, you know, not necessarily in bulk, but buy a few. And then, but before I do that, I'm gonna float it around with some people and say, hey, look, I got this, you know, are you interested in it? You know, 50 quid, you know, 40 quid kind of thing. Make a little bit of a profit, you know what I mean? That's how you pay your bills. But no, like I said, I'm not a hoarder, says a guy who's got a huge freaking Magic Gathering collection. I'm not a hoarder. I do play. I like to play odd, fun libraries. I don't go with the meta. Going with the meta is boring. And anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here because I'm ranting. I want you to stay safe, have fun, keep shows flying, keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out. And I'll see you in the next cracking packs.